Hello there, YouTube. Look at this. All that beautiful leaves and all the pretty of all that stuff. It just looks all scraggly and a mess. But welcome to Sunday the 24th, I think it is, of November. I think we've reached the peak of the day. It's 44 degrees right now. It's been hovering like 42 since about noon or so. I imagine, it'll start going backwards here pretty soon. But yeah, it hasn't stopped raining. This is probably the lightest the rain. Actually, I thought the rain had stopped. As you can hear, it hasn't. It's just the lightest it's been all day. It's been our day. Just pouring down wet. Christy and Kelly are in there doing each other's nails. Christy's got all kinds of like those infrared light things that dry the nail polish and stuff like that. So they're in there doing each other's nails, doing girly things. But I'm just got a plow. There's a rabbit sneaking out over there in the corner. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Look, still a little bit of fall colors in those leaves over there. They're just hanging on by a thread. But yeah, I just got this little plaid shirt on, freezing my butt off. So let's go in the warmth of the garage. Shh, it's all nice and quiet out here. The old Himalayan, that sure was fun. Take for a rip yesterday. I still got bug gunge on there from 2 months ago when I rode it last. I did, before I left, I did clean the windshield off. But I didn't clean anything off the hand guards. I got the windshield and the headlight. Everything else has still got bug spots on it. It always goes down the fork legs. Drives you nuts. I knew. I tried to get you to come in. Come on. Kelly said that he followed them down to where he never goes that far, ever. But he followed them down and come running across the neighbor's yard, kind of went catty corner across to it, and goes to Madison. He's just loving and kissing all over. He was so excited to see her. And said they were trying to figure out, how they're going to get her back. And anyway, he turned around and he was leaving. He came right back to the house and was sitting at the end of their driveway waiting for him to come down. So they thought at first to take a wheelbarrow down there, and they figured that would be bumpy and too rough. So Chrissy goes, well, let me go get my car and just open the hatchback and you can just sit in the back with her and I'll haul you and her back. And that's how they did it. Well, like I said last night, they were gone, and there's like nothing's locked up. I didn't realize her car was gone, and I'm screaming around the house. I'm like, what in the world are they doing? Where are they at? And so I'm thinking, well, I didn't go in the garage, so maybe they're in here doing something. So I was heading out to come to the garage or look in the backyard. Who knows what they're doing. So I come out and I hear the gravel and the car comes around and I'm going, it's Christy in her car by herself. And I'm going, well, what in the world is she driving around with the hatch open? So she jumps out. She goes, Daddy, come here, quick. And I don't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. So I go running up, and as I'm making the corner, I see Kelly sitting in the car. And I'm thinking, oh my Lord, doing something out there in the road, cutting blackberries or whatever out there. She just has a mind of her own and goes does stuff, So I thought she was hurt at first, so I was panicking, like bad panicking. And then, as I got her, it's amazing what goes through your mind within like a couple of seconds. And so I'm, freaking out, going, oh my God, And I see she's got Madison wrapped in an old looks like an old sleeping bag, but I don't think it's actually a sleeping bag. I think it's some kind of a blanket that looks like a sleeping bag. It's about the size of one, but Anyway, I sure the heck didn't expect to see Madison. She's sitting up and she tries to get up and walk, but she's kind of unstable that way anyway. That's why we're surprised she was all the way down there anyway. I mean, she just doesn't get around very good, you know. She's old. You know, she's almost 15 years old, her and Abby. And Abby's that way too, you know, springy Abby. She was like Danny, went 100 miles an hour everywhere. And she can't even turn around, you know, like she'll find a hole like somewhere in, like around the bed or something, but she has to turn around lengthwise. So she's gotten good at backing out. It's like somebody backing up a mini or a, you know, big old van or something. But anyway, I don't know what we're going to do. But she's in good spirits. She's eating well, drinking well. And I just had my lunch here. Good Lord, it's 3:05. It's later than I thought. I just thought it was 2 o'clock because Kelly goes, lunchtime. But anyway, I'm sitting here at my desk and I can hear Madison crying out there. What in the world is she crying about? Well, I always give her little corners of my sandwich, and you know, I have like one of those little cereal bars or two when I have my lunch too, and I take a corner of it and give her, you know, it's little 2 wafers that are in a bag, and always give her those. So anyway, she was out there crying. She goes, hey, it's lunchtime on the weekend. I need my snacks and I can't make it to you. So that's what she wanted. She just scarfed it. Afraid to feed her too much. I mean, that first bowl she gave, I don't think she even chewed nothing. She was just heap piling it out of the bowl and just swallowing it. But so we got her in a place where she's sitting on a bunch of, you know, pee pads on the floor. So if she has a mistake, which she's had a couple already, so at least she knows she likes to sit on those things anyway. But she does. She always can't find Matt. She's easy to find because they're white, you know, and she's black. She sticks out even with the lights not on. But she's perfectly happy sitting right there. She's nice and warm and comfortable, and the kids love on her and stuff like that. She just feels at home. She just can't get up and run around, although she keeps wanting to. And she's getting close to it. I mean, she was like laying on one side, so we were assuming it's got to be the left hip that's hurting, which was the worst one anyway. That was the one she kind of collapses on when she walks around. And anyway, and she's sitting upright, and she tries to stand up, and she just is just too weak. She doesn't cry in pain or anything like that. So I don't know, kind of weird thing, the whole ordeal. Well, gals, what are we gonna do out here today? Yeah, maybe I'll see, because I think the bolts are too short. If they are short, I need to find out what they are and get some bolts. My quad lock stuff, the stuff that I ordered additional, is supposed to be here on Wednesday, on Thanksgiving Eve. But I was wondering if the bolts were long enough. It looked like they were going to take too short of a bite in there. So maybe I'll kind of look at that stuff and see about that bar mount. I guess I could halfway jig it up and see what I think of it in my little Parts Unlimited bag there. Me and Danny boy. So maybe we'll grab a hold of that stuff and grab some tools. What is that, T30? It's weird that Harley's, you know, with like derby covers and stuff that use the Torx, or everything's T27. I don't think there's a T27 on this thing. But anyway, grab some tools here. I just want to see how far the stock bolt is going in, and you know, actually set that thing up and see how much the quad lock stuff will go in there for the handlebar mount. We'll see. Give us something to tinker with here for a minute. The old Slim, she hasn't gone out for a ride. I know it hasn't been 2 months, as far as I know. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. She doesn't get enough love here lately. Stop getting other stuff you play with. Your old favorites kind of get shoved to the side. Not even the iron has gotten a whole lot of love here lately. But they're well taken care of and well preserved and happy where they're sitting. They're all on their chargers. Tanks are treated. They're never short ran. Everything's good. All right, grab some tools. Shockingly, that bolt's not in there very far at all. That's nuts. Well, of course, it's got the bigger gap at the bottom than it does at the top. But still, heck, I think the quad lock bolt that comes with that kit may be longer than that. So let's just mount her up, see what she looks like. You know, they got mirror mounts that come out too. Thought about those, but I don't know. Seems like that'd be a little cleaner. I don't know. We'll just stick it on here. I don't have all the stuff to move things around on it, so it's just going to be the stock, you know, quad lock part where the phone sticks in. Oh, I don't even have a phone out here with me to test it out. But let me get that kit out. Let's see what it looks like. So that worked out quite nice. The only thing I'm worried about is how many bugs am I have to clean off of that camera. So I swapped out, you know, it comes with the blue one and this the mount kit that the chrome one came with a black. So I just took the blue off, took the assembly off and put the black on. I don't like the blue sticking out. It drives me nuts. But you're going down the road. It's nice and small. I was thinking about, you know, getting probably the Harley bag because it form fits to the tank. But I like tank bags when I'm on trips. And you know, when the bars swing, I don't think that tank bag sits up super high. I don't know. I'll have to go to the dealer and oh hey, by the way, go to the dealer and set one on a Pan America, or if it's a nice day, ride this up there and just set it on, see what I like, see what I think of it. But the bolts are I showed you, surprisingly short. So these are actually longer, which is good because it's got, not that that's a lot of weight. Just give you an idea of that mini. Look at the difference if I had the 16 on there, the Pro Max. Yeah, I like for carrying around like at work and stuff and navigation, the little 12 is perfectly fine. Now, I wouldn't mind having the 16 down in here. It was one of the things too with the 12, because this thing's 4 years old. Yeah, 4 years old. It won't see your ID if it's sideways. If the phone's sitting, you know, parallel, or horizontal, it doesn't see your ID. You got to have it upright. So the 16, it'll pretty much see you. Just if you're there, it sees you. But anyway, nice and clean. I don't know if I can make a view what it'd look like going down the road, but you almost don't even see it. It's there. When I'm sitting on the bike, it doesn't I'll knock that phone on the ground. It doesn't obstruct my view at all because I can't really hardly see past these wings up here anyway. So it's just kind of my view. It's just kind of slightly extending that wing on the left side. But I will, you know, that mount to be here on Wednesday, yeah, the 27th. Is that right? Yeah. So I will try that, see how I like that. But that phone, you know, I'll have to make it fly a little low. But when you turn, the bar is going to come closer so the phone could hit the tank. It's definitely not going to clear a tank bag. So this is why I keep kind of harping on this thing. But I don't know. You know, another thing you do is I got the, you know, the quad lock, the ball for where you can use a ram mount. Where's that thing? It's just a 1-inch ball. I'm gonna have to swap that black adapter around. Oh, I think I actually ordered another, just the black. You can replace just the little lever by itself. But you can use a ram mount and put that wherever you want. And actually with a ram mount, you know, when you got, because that'll have a ball, and then it's a rubber grip that holds the handlebar, and then you got a ball at where the phone's at or the quad lock's at. You just don't see anybody with quad locks killing their phones. Now, I seen one guy that did, but that was an extreme, like, I'm not going to be riding like that. So it is possible. I don't even know if the quad lock anti-vibration thing would even survive that. It was some cross-country crazy stuff. But very, very well made. Just very robust. The only thing is that the elbow is plastic, but oh well. It's got a lot of adjustability going, you know, forward and aft. And I have these things, you know, flat and kind of facing me, because if you've ever ridden with your phone mounted up there, that sucker will, at some time during a day's ride, it will catch the sun and blind you. You know, ideally, it's best when it's kind of facing up at you. Oh, another thing too, the quad lock thing doesn't interfere with any of my buttons and stuff. I'm not gonna, I mean, you gotta turn it so I can unlock it. And I gotta turn the phone to get it out. It's gotta be pushed and turned at the same time. So it's not gonna, if I accidentally bumped it, it's not gonna come out. But anyway, it's all clean and neat. I like it. It's what I thought and more. Probably have to get a piece of gaffing tape or something and put over the over the camera. I don't ever use I'll do that stuff at work because it's quick and I have that phone on me. I'll even do videos like the thing of that Can-Am the other day, that great big side-by-side with the tracks. I mean, it does a good job. I mean, that was state-of-the-art 4 years ago for the iPhone camera, you know. And all my gnats and stuff are still all on this thing. Kelly goes, how come you didn't clean that thing up? Well, it just reminds me of when it was nice out and I was riding it. And that was that day I took off and did the loop going over the mountain and dropping back down into Castle Rock and coming back. It was cloudy and cool and everything out there. Where the heck did all the bugs come from? But you can see you know, most of it may be enough that it'll deflect, but they're starting here, starting there. It may just deflect the bugs, but you'll get them power flyers, you know, like a bumblebee or a, you know, some large bug. It'll come through and it won't get deflected by the by the screen. You know, there's certain positions on this thing. If you look, this windshield ever so slightly has a little kick up at the top. That's why I can never deal with those on my street glides, because I can't see through that thing. It drives me nuts. So if I get to buzzing along, you know, going at faster speeds and the curves, shield's got to come down, because my road, you know, my view, I clearly see over it. But there's a point where I see that against the road and it has a distortion, and I just, like I was saying yesterday when I was riding the old Hemi over there, I just got to have a clear view, especially when I'm goofing around just a little bit. Anyway, I'm super happy with how that all came out. These little L wrenches that come with a 3 and a 4 are nice, but they don't fit the holes quite good. And this is, you know, I got this Husky stuff from Home Depot back when that was super high quality stuff. I know their wrenches went from, really high quality, or there's some ratchet wrenches that I got from them, super high quality. And Ryan was borrowing my 13 and somehow or another knocked the on and off button. You can switch them back and forth. You don't have to flip, or don't ever use the ones where you have to flip the wrench. You will get stuck. You're going to ratchet that thing out and come against something where you need to go back down. Dude, you will waste a day trying to get your wrench out of a thing like that unless you can get a Sawzall and cut the bolt off that you're working on. Bad news. A ratchet wrench needs to have the lever to go on and off. Man. But anyway, very clean setup. I like it lots. Kelly even came out here, was checking it out. And I like it. Like it a lot. That will definitely work. I ordered 2 more of those anti-vibration things. They're surprisingly cheap. I think with a 30% off, I want to say it was like $7 a piece. So I ordered 2 more of them. This one's empty. This is one I used. I think it's empty. It's pretty heavy. You might have one in there. I think I might have bought 2 when I bought the one. But when you have, I'm not going to get the charging base. I'll just run a line and plug it into the phone. I don't care. I've been doing that so long, I don't care. But with this all, so you take that mount, then you add the anti-vibration, plus the, the charge brick thing on there. That'll look pretty big. So, great for a trip. It was nice to have that thing charging my phone all the time, but I don't know. I may change my mind. I just think that sticking out on top, walk into things out here. So that's going to go like that. That's actually thicker than the phone. So that's pretty much lined up with that elbow. Yeah, that's huge. The phone would be up there, tapping me going, hey. I wouldn't even be able to see the phone. But with it all down in here, again, that will probably interfere with a tank bag. So it's nicer to have a setup where you're not having to change your setup for a trip. Just nice if you want to, like, say, run a tank bag or whatever. Whatever your setup is, that's just the way it'll work. I don't remember if these iPhone 12s even had, I think they did, the sensor shift optical stabilization. And if they get some buzz, they'll take them out. I guess I should probably put that in with the rest of my quad lock stuff. I will get a little box at work and write down quad lock on it and stow it somewhere. But there we are. I'm super happy with that. I'll take it off so you can see what it looks like. That's it. That's what you have when you have nothing on it. Oh, and that kit that was in here had the black screw in it, so I just literally grabbed that kit. This, as you can see, came with the chrome plated button. I like the black, so I just took the whole brand new thing and put it on. I didn't pay attention, but that little piece in there is actually an O-ring. That's an O-ring in there, or it's rubber. It's probably impregnated into plastic, but kind of a cool setup. Locks them down good. They ain't going nowhere. But there. Oh, by the way, obviously the holes fit. All right. What else can you say about a quad lock mount on a motorcycle? I don't know. I'm just super happy with it. I like the quality of it. It's just perfect. Well, hello there, YouTube. Out here on this rainy night out on the porch. Mm-hmm. You can hear the dribblings of the gutters and a little mist of the rain out there.
Yeah, the rain came.
Yeah, it hasn't been pouring, but
it rained all night.
Yeah,
really
it
hard.
Was pouring last night. It was a couple of times this morning I heard it roaring pretty good. When you were taking your nap earlier today, it was roaring pretty good then too. It's like, dang, at some point, it's got to run out.
I know it. Can't have that much moisture.
Yeah. But Madison's doing good. She cries because she wants something. I think she wants to just get up and run around, and
yeah.
I think she wants to come outside and do her potty and stuff. And
I know back leggies aren't strong enough.
yeah, but she doesn't seem to be in pain. She doesn't cry for pain or anything. She's very alert and, happy for anybody to come sit there and talk to her for a little bit.
Yeah.
And she will literally eat anything you bring to her.
Yes. She's always been that way. She
Yeah.
loves food.
Man.
She won't beg for it, but
No.
she will
Never,
take it
yeah.
if you bring it to her.
Yeah, in the evenings when we come home from work, and then on the during the weekends I have lunch. When we have lunch here, she likes to come in and get the little corners of my bread and I'll hold the little. I think I was telling you earlier. I'll hold the little wafers of the granola bars, whatever, and then that little corner I'm holding it. I'll give her that.
Yeah,
and she's so good at it. She knows when I'm done. She just turns around and walks away.
She got no more goodies.
Yeah, like if I have a banana left or something like that, she goes, not interested.
No.
Thanks, I'm out. But it's good that she's alert and feeling well.
Yeah.
Just hope, whatever's
Continues.
going on, she can get up and run around.
Yeah.
But she was having a hard time with that already.
Yeah.
We were getting concerned about her.
She was getting real slow,
Yeah.
real hard for her to, navigate the stairs.
Yeah.
And try to walk or hurry. Them back legs just didn't
Still
want to
can't
keep
figure
up
out
with her.
how she ended up out of that
I know,
daggum
that
road.
just makes... She hadn't gone there in years.
Yeah.
Years.
That's crazy. But whatever. I can't believe we have her back.
Me either. I'm still in shock.
Yeah. All the kids, I don't know why, and the youngest grandchild, that old ratty, stinky dog, she loves that dog like no other.
Yeah.
And Madison wants to go back in the bedroom and crawl up next to her, but she can't just run down there. So, but anyway, glad I got the quad lock thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like that.
Looks good.
Yeah,
Looks really nice.
I'll see how that crossbar thing looks, and I'll try it anyway, and we'll see how that works as well. But like I say, the problem with using that mini is if it times out, I can't turn it back on with it in the horizontal thing. Like the 16 that I'm recording on, I can with it sideways, upside. I don't care. It's a little Face ID and open right up. But I mean, you can type in your code and open it up, which I was doing that when I've used it on the trips before. The 12. She's kind of old, that old 12. Love that little thing.
Yeah, she still works good.
Yeah. But I think on that, we're going to roll out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Monday or Tuesday.
Thank you. Thursday is Turkey Day.
Mm-hmm, for us
We're looking
here.
forward to that. That'd
Lots
be cool.
of food.
Hopefully we can make a long weekend out of that, but you got to somehow or another get past Black Friday.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work.
Because she works in parts.
Yeah.
I thought she was getting it off already, so they've already scheduled me as off. So
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But on that, we're going to roll.
Alrighty, see you in the morning.
Yep, we'll see you then. Bye-bye now.